From Careco TV, one of the longest-running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week on Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, we're headed back to the ranch where we'll catch up with Wade Middleton, who's hosting a few ladies from the outdoor industry. This is their time to get out and hunt. We've got a variety of hunts ahead, both whitetail and turkey, and for several of the women, this is their first time in the field. We'll kick things off with Andrea Crass, Director of Communications and Partnerships at Cabela's.
We're down here in South Texas, just outside of Brackettville, going on my first ever whitetail deer hunt. I've been in the industry for over 15 years and have just never had the opportunity to go and work with a group of people like Wade and Careco TV, where they really take the mystery out of it and there's no pressure, and they really help with the education.
These are just standard bolt action Thompson Center venture rifles. This is the compact model. This is probably the one we're going to send out with you. You know, our scopes are adjustable.
Well, we got here yesterday. Took a little bit of time to really learn how to use a gun, how to shoot a target, what the right place was to shoot on a deer.
If you look at a whitetail deer, most of everything that causes them to live and pump and everything is you know, for lack of a better word, right in here. This leg is a pretty...
We'll leave Andrea and Catherine with Wade and move out into the field, where we'll join Thompson Center's Danielle Sanville. She's looking for her first buck and has been hunting hard for a couple of days now.
I mean, I'm from Southampton, Massachusetts, and I've done a little hunting out in that area. It's really dense. The woods, you know, we've got a lot of maple out there, a lot of pine, and it's just a different type of hunting. Out here, you know, you have the ability to try a whole bunch of different things, different stands, and great thing about this piece of land was you could see forever. You know, it was just lots of big trees, but in between those big trees, there was just like a vast amount of land that you could just watch the deer coming in. We got there pretty early. We saw a bunch of doe coming out, and right after that, there was a buck, a nice 8-pointer, and we watched him for a little bit. And then we decided he was gonna be my first deer. I got ready, got my gun up to my shoulder, got really sturdy, took a deep breath. You know, once I was ready, I pulled that trigger, and there was no thinking, no turning back at that point. Then once it was over, I started shaking. So I started shaking like crazy. I thought I would shake first, I shook after. My heart's beating like crazy. In regards to the shot, I felt pretty certain that I had a good shot. You know, I had good stability and I made a solid trigger pull, but I looked right over at Jeff and I said, "Did I hit him?" And he goes, "Yeah, you hit him." So my first Texas whitetail, my first whitetail ever, and had the best guide ever, and the best experience. I mean, I had a hard time tracking him. He bled a lot in the beginning, and then after that, we kind of lost his track, but pretty good looking buck for my first one, so all right.
With Danielle celebrating her hunt, we'll move on and catch up with Cabela's Catherine Dayton. She's setting up in a blind with her guide, Will Cooper.
It was about 2:30, got in the stand, sat there for probably 30 minutes before we started seeing some action. We saw some black buck, we saw younger bucks, and then all of a sudden here comes a big 8-pointer, definitely a mature buck that we had all anticipation of shooting, and we just couldn't quite get the shot. We watched a few small bucks just playing around, and then all of a sudden, they all spotted something. We don't know what it was, spotted something and took off. So we knew that wasn't for us. So it was a great first day of hunting. We saw a bunch of young bucks, 1 8-pointer, and a bunch of black bucks. I think tomorrow might be our day though. We'll be ready for it first thing in the morning. We ended the day with a beautiful sunset.
Well, coming up, we've got a lot more hunting in store as we continue our look at women in the outdoors. Cabela's is your source for everything Garmin. It doesn't matter if you're hunting, fishing, looking for directions to the mall, or trying to find your way home. You can find what you need at Cabela's.com.
Hey guys, we're here with the Bubble Blade hunting knife. It's a great new piece of steel from Bubble Blade. You can use it as a long knife, cutting or deboning type knife. You can shorten it up for your more delicate skinning type work when you're processing deer, hog, whatever you've killed that day. And the best thing about it is this is a no-slip grip. No matter how wet or greasy a sucker gets, you're not gonna slip on this blade.
It is razor sharp. It's the cure-all for knives. I mean, it really is. Whether it's deer, fish, I mean, I don't know how many fish I've filleted with one of these. I carry one in my boat. I carry one in my backpack. I mean, everywhere I go, if it's gonna have to do with the outdoors, I've got a Bubble Blade.
After your next successful deer hunt, savor the flavor with a Bradley Smoker. They have a whole list of creative recipes for venison with a wide variety of delicious smoky wood flavors. Find out more about making your meal as memorable as the hunt at BradleySmoker.com.
The Alaskan Series Cooler Packs by Arctic Ice. Specifically designed to keep your food and drinks cold all day long without having to use ice and end up with a soggy lunch. The Alaskan Series by Arctic Ice. Bitterly cold.
Americana Outdoors is brought to you by Garmin and the power of simple. Cabela's, it's in your nature. And by Yamaha Outdoors. Welcome back to the ranch in South Texas. This week we're taking a look at women in the outdoors. And one thing we've learned is that many women have always wanted the chance to experience a hunt. They just needed the opportunity.
Well, growing up, we had horses, we rode four-wheelers, we lived on a farm, so we had all of that right around us. We had family that hunted, but it was just the women that never did, and I was always hopeful that maybe at some point in my life I could get into it.
My family has always gone hunting. Even my younger sister is big into hunting, and I just never made time for it, I guess, because I'm always working. And this year, I met a couple in Illinois that pushed me and kept pushing me to go, and finally I went. And I don't know why it took so long. I guess it was just being nervous of not having done something before.
Women really thrive off of information from other women, and so having the opportunity to come here and experience for myself and take back to our organization what that experience means and how important it is, and hopefully encourage other people to participate. It's really a word of mouth community, and you have the opportunity to go online and study up, but you really are drawn to the sport when you have a personal connection with someone that you can reach out to. And Cabela's is hoping to do that amongst outfitters within their organization that'll then go to outreach to outfit to folks in the communities and across the nation as well.
When the time came, Andrea didn't hesitate. And she was well rewarded with a great trophy and a freezer full of meat from her first hunt. Congratulations and well done. Earlier in the show, we were in the blind with Catherine Dayton. On her first time in the field, she got to see a few shooters, but never had a shot opportunity. She and her guide sat until sundown and then made their way back to the camp, knowing that come morning they would be back in the field at first light. And that's where we'll pick up the action.
This morning we headed out before light. I got in the stand and the sun came up just barely, and we watched a few black bucks just playing around chasing the doe, and which was very entertaining. And then out of the corner of my eye I saw movement a little bit taller than the black bucks, and I looked to the left and grabbed my binoculars, and there he was, and I realized pretty quickly that he was the same one from yesterday. He made his way through the brush. We lost sight of him for probably about 30-45 seconds, and he made his way right in front of us. So as he came out of the brush on the left-hand side, I knew that it was now or never. He was in the perfect spot. He had made his way right by himself. I wasn't worried about anything around him. And it's almost like I knew he was the perfect one for me.
Oh, you dropped him. You dropped him.
Oh my God. I am in utter shock.
Awesome.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can I keep that one?
Keep it open. Go. Leave it open for right now. Hey, no checking required on that one.
I think my eyes were shut. Oh my God. Oh.
Did you get buck fever?
I think I just did. I think I totally just did. If I can quit shaking. Like I kind of want to look, but I kind of don't.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, he just fell over.
Yeah, he did.
Good. I didn't want to have to chase one down.
That is awesome.
Oh, clean shot.
There you go.
Heavy.
That is a beautiful deer.
Gorgeous.
Aren't you excited?
Very excited. First one.
First deer ever,
Antlers are
huh?
beautiful.
That is one good looking deer. He's great tine length. He's an older deer.
Uh-huh.
Coming up, we'll get out with Amanda Reynolds on a management hunt. Then we'll go hunting gobblers with Lara Herboldsheimer. Lady hunters, take note. If you're looking for quality hunting clothing and outerwear designed specifically for women, then check out the Cabela's Outfit Her series. You can find it online at cabela's.com. Since 1976, Delta Ag has been an industry leader in plant health and nutrition. With our innovative concept and chemistry, Delta Ag produces healthier crops and improves yields. We formulate biostimulants and micronutrients designed to improve fertilizer efficiency and increase crop response to nutrients. Make your fertilizer go further with reliable products that work. Grow healthier crops from the ground up with versatile low-rate products. Delta Ag, improving plant performance.
Since 1996, Frog Togs outerwear have kept outdoorsmen warm and dry, even in the worst of conditions. Now, Frog Togs have expanded beyond hunting and fishing markets and revolutionized the industry with their patented fabric system. Frog Togs are extremely lightweight and portable. They pack easily in your car, boat, RV, and even on your motorcycle. Best of all, Frog Togs are 100% waterproof and windproof, and yet extremely breathable. Check us out online at frogtogs.com. Frog Togs, stop the rain.
What if there was a camera that went where you went and shot what you shot? An action camera so easy to use you can concentrate on your hunt, not the hunt for the record button. A camera that let you add dimensions to your video, like speed, altitude, or even your heart rate, just before you let it fly. Life, camera, action. The Verb Elite HD Action Camera from Garmin.
When it comes to racing big deer, Purina is the leader in deer nutrition research. Our Antler Max research and development team is committed to developing products that provide results in your deer management program with a difference you can see. If you're ready to take your deer operation to the next level, look no further than Purina's new and improved Antler Max premium deer feeds. You can find them at your local Purina retailer. Purina Antler Max premium deer feed, a difference you can see.
After all my years of searching, I finally busted the myth of the Yeti! The Engel High Performance Cooler, it's incredible! Just look at this lid, what a powerhouse! It's so freaking strong, so reliable, I just wanna boom! This silicone gasket's better than rubber!
Why, hello there. Are your base and sidewalls way thicker for superior insulation?
Oh, yes! After 10 days, still cold, still fresh. Let's see a Yeti do that. With Engel coolers, it's official. The Yeti is busted.
Experience High-Vis, a brighter sight picture than standard sights, giving you an immediate, more successful shooting performance. High-Vis lets you see a dramatic contrast between the target and the barrel for a more intuitive aim that delivers instant results. Our light pipes come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, designed to be seen in a variety of conditions. With our broad line of sights, you'll see your marksmanship dramatically improve, bringing more fun and confidence into every shooting experience. Shoot more accurately. Enjoy the sport. Choose High-Vis.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is also brought to you by Food Saver Vacuum Sealing System, Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife, and by Bradley Smokers. Add some Bradley to your adventure. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. If you haven't already, we'd like to invite you to check out the Americana Outdoors website for more stories from the field. Hey, while you're there, take the opportunity to sign up for our newsletter or register to win an all-expense-paid hunting or fishing trip. Give us a look at AmericanaOutdoors.com. Amanda Reynolds is no stranger to the field. She's been with us before on a couple of hunts, and now she's back to help out with Wade's deer management program.
I'm back down in South Texas again this year. Wade invited me down last year, and I got to kill the biggest buck of my life. This year, I'm back down here again to help with deer management on the property. We're going to go out in the next few days and hopefully harvest a few does that we can put on our Bradley smoker and maybe take a few home.
Amanda's done this a few times before. Her husband is Bass Pro and four-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Jeff Reynolds. Now, Jeff works with us on Americana Outdoors, handling camera and ranch duties. And while we've got Jeff out working, we sent Amanda to the field to cull out a couple does. Deer management is essential for the health of the herd, and there is a science behind the management that specifies a doe-to-buck ratio depending on the individual ranch goals. These management hunts are great learning opportunities for first-time hunters and for those that are trying to fill the freezer with fresh venison. Amanda's hunting with a Thompson Center Venture Compact, available in several calibers. This rifle is designed for small-statured shooters or hunting in tight spaces, and it gets the job done. With that one shot, Amanda will get to fill up the freezer with some venison steaks and sausage. The tenderloin will go in the smoker and get some of that Bradley flavor infusion. If you'd like to check out some recipes, we encourage you to visit AmericanaOutdoors.com and let Amanda walk you through some simple yet tasty recipes for your Bradley smoker. Moving on, we'll join Cabela's Lara Herbolzheimer in the field. She's headed out on the Yamaha Viking and will be hunting by herself, looking to call in a big South Texas gobbler.
So we were sitting there underneath the tree. We heard a couple gobbles clear down when we called out to him, so we got set up underneath the tree. Got the old hand set out, and then he started running towards us, came around our right side, cut across, and was looking, and then all of a sudden he took off. Called out a couple more times, heard some gobbles back behind us, saw them kind of come in close, and then they went back out as well. So we didn't really have any much luck after that, but all of them were wandering away at that point, so we'll see what we can do next time. You know, I didn't necessarily grow up hunting, but we have always done stuff outside, whether we were working or four-wheeling, camping. You know, I just really enjoy being outdoors. I like getting away from it all, you know, getting around other people that enjoy being outdoors. It just really is, it's peaceful, and it, you know, just kind of relaxes you and takes some of the stress of day-to-day off. And finally we got set up in a spot where it was kind of like a junction in the road, where you knew that they were going to come in at some point to roost or just wander down through the creek bed that we were set up on. Later in the afternoon, we had a couple turkeys come in, and we were about ready to get up and move or, you know, switch strategies, and he came in, and, you know, he came within about 12 to 15 yards, which is about the closest I've ever seen a turkey come in. He looks to have about a 7 or 8 inch beard. Not a super long one, but it's good. His fan looks like he's a full-grown turkey, no Jake. And it's coming in. He's making a woof sound as he would puff up, woof, almost like drumming. Man, he's pretty. The most exciting thing that I learned was a little bit more calling techniques this time. I've always gone out and sat and had somebody call in a bird for me, but I was able to call in my own turkeys, and I think that was probably the coolest part of the trip.
Coming up, we're not done yet. We'll get back in the field with Thompson Center's Danielle Sandville. Bradley smokers are the perfect way to add flavor to your fish and game. And now, Bradley smokers and all their accessories are available at Cabela's. Look them up at Cabela's.com.
The Yamaha Viking, and introducing the all-new Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on earth. You.
When you change the game, you make the rules. Introducing the all-new Stealth SS from 10 Point, the most compact crossbow we've ever created. 10 Point, there is no substitute.
When I'm not hunting, I'm thinking about hunting. It's on my mind because it's in my blood. When the hunt calls, my TC Venture points the way. Accurate, reliable, proven. Until there's no more ground to cover and no more stories to tell. When you're a TC Venture hunter, the hunt never ends.
Julie Goloski, Smith & Wesson Consumer Program Manager and World Champion Shooter.
Joe Zanetti, Smith & Wesson Finishing Specialist and lifelong hunter.
Jim Dalton, Smith & Wesson Master Gunsmith. I shoot competitively, and so does my son.
Our people, our products, our passion. Smith & Wesson.
Stealth Cam gives you the edge on the most elusive bucks. Capture high-res stills, HD audio and video, or time-lapse imagery. Nothing escapes our sub-1 second trigger with our advanced multi-zone detection grid. With our energy-efficient design, one set of batteries will last up to a full year. Retina low-light sensitivity captures stunning nighttime imagery out to 100 feet. Get all the latest technology in our new G series of scouting cameras. The next generation of Stealth Cam has arrived, delivering technologies you need every hunting season.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is also brought to you by High-Vis Shooting Systems. See what you've been missing. Arctic Ice Chill and Brew Cooler Packs. And by Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker. Welcome back to the show. We've been featuring the ladies on this episode, and we've got one last hunt in store. We'll rejoin Danielle Sandville in the field.
So we're doing an evening hunt. It's really cloudy today, and we're thinking we're gonna get out there a little bit early. The does are moving, bucks should be following, still in the rut, so I got my trusty Thompson Center Pro Hunter Encore in 308. First time I've brought this gun hunting with me, so I'm hoping it's its lucky day. So we're out there, and probably within 5 minutes of being in the stand, we see our first couple doe. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I see this big guy. I get the gun up, and I kind of get hunkered back into the seat. I was breathing so hard, my heart was pounding so hard, that I actually had to take my finger off the trigger, recompose myself, take another deep breath, and then once I had calmed down enough, I put my finger back on that trigger and I took that shot.
Holy moly. He went down. Look at him. He went down, he didn't move. Now that's what a 308 does. It's the first time I've shot this. We sighted it in. First time I've gone hunting with it. Thompson Center Encore in 308. And I just smoked that buck. Holy crap. Holy smokes. Wow. He's got one broken off and the other one's not. Ooh. I might be the luckiest girl alive.
If you enjoyed this show, then we encourage you to check out our website at AmericanaOutdoors.com for more great stories from the field. And a special thanks to our sponsors for making this episode possible. If you're in the market for new gear, please support those that support us. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.